Shalom.
Shalom.
When the start off is always by giving no praise to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakah Kodash. My double honors to the apostles of GMS, and honors you brothers doing the work in truth and sincerity. Yeah, we're just gonna go into a real quick one, about why, some of the reasons why this place has to be destroyed. We was just driving, drove past the bus stop, and I saw basically a chick kissing someone. You get them over the top kisses. It's a bus stop, you got family there, whatever, what have you. And then two is like, wow, okay, cool. No, that's a chick kissing another chick, right? And this is all like in broad daylight or whatever, what have you. It ain't like before where those kinds of things were happening behind closed doors, a woman kissing another woman, or whatever, what have you. These things are open, they're advertised to you. Right now you're seeing adverts just out in the, out in the open, a couple where it's just two dudes. Right, and the funniest thing I've always found about two dudes is, even women who will champion homosexuality, some of them they look at that shit and they're like, that's fucking nasty, man.
Yeah. And it is disgusting.
It is disgusting, man.
To behold two grown men, kissing and being intimate with each other, that is a really disgusting thing, man. And hey, even when you go back into the law over here in the UK, in general, many parts of the world, that shit was illegal, and it was deemed to be an insanity. Like it was a medical condition if you were homosexual. All right, that's how they used to treat homosexuals. Like, no, there's actually something wrong with this person. All right, because what are you doing? You're doing something that's out of the norm. All right, you're basically saying, look, two men can be together. That doesn't scientifically make sense. Let's not even deal with spiritually. That's scientifically, other than that, it rewards evil unto yourselves and it's spiritually unclean, but it scientifically in Esau's column doesn't even make sense. All right, because you can't procreate. Right, you can't bring life out of two men coming together, and you can't bring life out of two women coming together.
That's right. That's right.
That's an imbalance, man. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't join. Keys open doors, man.
It says Leviticus 20:13. Right, it says, if a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. Right? It says they shall surely be put to death, and their blood shall be upon them. Right? So now about the point that their blood shall be upon them, I basically said, look, man, hey, don't feel bad for them. They did it to themselves. Right?
And look, why was these things done, man? Because to make an example of anyone that was doing that, so all others will be warned not to, carry out the same action, man. It was a deterrent. That's why the law is executed. So that's why sometimes you go through the law, certain things reward death unto you. All right, so other people know that if I do that also, I'm gonna lose my life. All right, so that's why the law does things like this, man. All right, to warn the others, man, so they don't do it, man. Now some offenses, you might have to, like stealing, you got payback or sevenfold, and examples like that. It doesn't require death, but this is an abomination, man. An abomination requires death. That's right. That's the only way, that person can be put out of their misery that they don't even know they have.
Yeah, for real. It says, what do you call it? It's not the one I wanted, but I'll grab it. It says 1 Timothy 5:20. Them that sin rebuke before all, that others may fear. Yep,
that's right, man. Done that sin, rebuke before all. So everyone's got to see it, because it used to be done in public, so everyone could see. That lived in the presence of that town or wherever it was, so they could know that, my man just got stoned to death. And have you ever seen someone get stoned to death? It's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing. It is a terrible thing. It's hard to watch, man, to see someone get stoned to death.
Seeing because each blow, you're like, oh shit.
Yep.
Right, because there was that video from Jamaica, I believe it was, where that geese was basically getting stoned. Well, and that was a sight to behold. Right, I'll be honest, I don't think I even finished watching the rest of that, man. That was a difficult video to watch. Right,
it's hard to watch someone get stoned to death, man, or beheaded, or any of those things. It's I can't even describe it, man. Stoned, like getting stoned, like you're getting big boulders dropped on your head. You're bleeding, slowly, and those stones will just keep coming. That's a terrible way to go, man. All right, but what does it do? It instills fear into the people, so they'll be like, no way am I conducting in that, man.
That's right.
No way am I doing that, man. That the Lord does everything for a purpose, man. Right? That whole beheaded thing, that's not in the scriptures. You know, I mentioned that, but that's not in the scriptures. That's, you know, that's them, you know, them wild men. You know, them Ishmael, that's what they do, man. You know? But nevertheless, it's a way to go. It's a death, you know?
It's a death.
Well, it is in the scriptures, you know, we're going to be beheaded. You know, some men are going to be beheaded. You know, it tells us in Revelations for the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right? But that's not a punishment in the law.
Yeah.
Just to clear that up.
It says Romans 1:26, for this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change their natural use into that which is against nature. Right? So, hey, what's you might have these women say, oh, well, Leviticus 20 and 13, you know, it's just for man. No, it's women, men and women. Right? You know, 2 women ain't supposed to be getting together and 2 men ain't supposed to be getting together. But the witchcraft is, and I'm gonna be honest, growing up, I was taught that you know, 2 women getting together was attractive.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I was taught. Yeah. So you know, you'd see 2 girls kissing, you watch, oh yeah, oh shit, that's amazing. Or you'd you'd watch, you know, some adult entertainment, there'll be 2 girls or whatever, or I have 2 women. Right? But that's the whole process. You come into this thing, your mind gets renewed. Right? You're like, you actually go from, oh shit, that's oh, that's amazing, to oh shit, that's nasty.
Yep.
Right? And then people will ask you, well, you know, or you don't like, you know, they'll say, you know, gays and that, but what about lesbians? Thinking that they've got you in a trip bag. And like, I don't like them either. Right?
Yeah, because that's that worldly thought pattern, man, of thinking of, you know, 2 women kissing and having sex. You know, that really is wicked, man. You're supposed to see it in the same light as 2 men. Yep. All right? Because it's homosexuality, man. It's against the scriptures. But, you know, in this generation, when you're growing up, they make you fantasize about having 2 women at the same time, 3 women at the same time. Yeah. But nah, man, that's wickedness. And that goes against the law.
Orgies and that.
Yeah, that brings confusion. You're making other women see the nakedness of another woman. Yeah. Then you're making them turn into faggots, man. Yep. You know?
Cause that's the thing. It ain't even gonna end at just you fucking one and squeezing the other's tits. Right. It's gonna be, she's gonna be licking her pussy while you're fucking her. Some nasty shit, man.
It's just evil, man.
Right. It says, and likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman. The natural use of the woman is to get her laid, man. You know, get her pregnant, right? And then, you know, she can bring forth some children.
Yep.
Right. Says, burned in their lust one toward another, men with men working that which is unseemly, right, and receiving in themselves, right, the recompense of their error, which was meat, right. So when you see a homosexual getting, you know, HIV, that's the recompense of their error, which was meat.
Yeah, that's right. That's
you know, oh, yesterday I was going home, I saw on the train an advert. But basically, you had you had 2 guys cuddling up in bed, and it was an advert about HIV, right? You know, but that's the law basically saying, look, man, you're fucking up, man.
Yeah.
Yep. It says, and even as they did not like to retain the Most High in their knowledge, the Most High gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient, right? And fucking, you know, no, you could even fucking, man, you're just defiling yourself, man with man, woman with woman, man, that ain't convenient.
Yeah.
Right?
One second, I'm just looking for a particular scripture.
Okay.
Let me read this one first. Isaiah 24 and verse 5, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant, man. Right? So that's why everything upon the face of the earth is basically just degraded, man. Because the rulers, you know, who is Esau, Edom, you know, you so-called white people, the elites, all right, have basically degraded the people's minds, man. You've made it, you know, cool to be a homosexual. You made it, you know, a sought-after thing. You know, men that are homosexuals, they get further up, you know, the ladder in the workplace, man. All right? They get rewarded for being homosexuals. Right? So, but then other men desire to be it because they see that, hold on, life is easy for these guys, man. You know, life is catered for these guys, more than women. You know, some of these homosexuals, they have more power than women, man. You know, they actually have more power than women. You know, they can make certain things happen. You know, they can get you locked up. You know, they can do all kinds of. It's not. They're not even like a. It's like they're not a man or a woman, but they got more power than a woman. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a crazy dynamic, man. All right, but that's why, you know, men are so effeminate, man. Men want to look, you know, extra smooth. They don't want to grow beards, you know. But now you even got faggots with beards.
Oh yeah,
lined up beards.
Yeah.
So there's no end to the madness, man.
Hey, not to add a spoiler in there, but what was it in Chappelle's most recent not live show, most recent Netflix special. Well, how did he open it? He was like, look, man, I not open it, but he made a joke. He was like, look, I would repeat what Kevin Hart said regarding homosexuals, but I'm in Atlanta, right? And then that's something even over here I've heard, you know, you get a lot of downloads in Atlanta. And that's what he further went on to say. Yeah, you know, I know there'll be some in the crowd right now with their wives, right? And that is just the nature of the people here. Everyone's just nasty and freaky.
Yeah.
Right? I've got a quick one. It says Sirach 10:2. It says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. Right? And Esau is a base man. Right? We'll use set us up over at the basis of men.
Yep, Daniel.
Right? And what else have you got? You've also got Job the 30th chapter. Right, where basically Job said, look, I wouldn't even let these people sleep in the same place as my dogs, because he started fucking the dog. Right?
Habakkuk
2, yeah. The spirit that is in him is not upright. Right? So it's him that's pushing out this wickedness on the earth. Right? Which is why the people underneath are wicked.
Yeah. I got a scripture.
Yep.
This is Isaiah 19 and verse 14. And it says, the Lord have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. All right, so there's a perverse spirit in the midst of this world right now, man. There's a spirit of homosexuality. There's a spirit of idolatry, right? There's a spirit of adultery.
Yeah.
These things are rampant in this society, in this kingdom, man.
Yeah.
Right? And it's the Lord that's really mingled it, man, because the bases of men are ruling right now. And that's what they're accustomed to. They're accustomed to all them, unrighteous acts.
Yeah.
And it says, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, and as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit, man. So this place is just filthy, man. Right? Everything about it is on a low frequency, man. There's no righteousness in this kingdom except for the men of the Lord. You know, the men that, the Lord has chosen and set up to preach his word. Those are the only, exclusions in this kingdom, man. Everything else is going to be destroyed.
That's right.
Right, let me get I had another one. Oh yeah, Isaiah 5, that's what it is.
Shit, this got me 5.
Right, this is Isaiah 5 and 3 and 9. And it says, the show of their countenance doth witness against them, and they declare.
In fact, if I can say, I don't know if you saw the guy that walked past the car with his mother, but even that guy, he had a fishy countenance about him, man. Some flimsy Edomite, looking geezer, young one, but I was like, well, it's actually a fish, bro. But that's because their countenance, and he was all, all flaky, he couldn't look up properly, whatever.
Yeah, their spirit is all fucked up and jacked up, man. They don't have a stern, manly testosterone spirit. When you're a faggot, there's a certain spirit that you have to. You're very like, you do anything. Do as thou will kind of spirit. You go anywhere, you do anything. Your countenance is very unserious. So it's a real serious thing, man. Especially a Jake. When you see a Jake faggots, naturally when you look at a Jake, there's a very serious countenance to a Jake, even if they're off. They still have a kind of spirit about them because they're Jakes. But when you got that faggot spirit on you, it just changes that whole thing up.
Yeah.
Your hands are more feminine. The way you posture yourself, you're feminine. The look in your eyes is just gone. It's through. There's no seriousness about you. You look like you're about to just pass out most of the time, man. You're void of life. You're void of the light, man. And it says, doth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not. So we're in a society now where they don't even hide this, man. They're all out in the open. there's nothing to hide no more. Why? Because society and the governments are down with it. They're pushing it, man. They're making it okay for you to come out and be proud of it. That's why they call it gay pride. Right? They're pushing that pride. You got to be proud of this. If you're gay, you're different, and everyone's got to accept it. And if whoever doesn't accept it, really, they should be locked up. That's what they push, man. Or you don't deserve to be alive if you're not down with it. But hold on, this is meant to be, you know, a God-fearing country, man. America too, you know, they claim that they go by, you know, the scriptures and they believe in the Bible, but they don't, man. You know, what is that? Psalms 50 and 16.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
And it says, "Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves," man. So destruction unto them guys, man. You know, you've chosen that lifestyle and you've rewarded evil unto yourself, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. In fact, if you notice in the 3 scriptures that we've brought up, it basically says, look, man, you're going to get fucked up and it's your fault. Right, in Isaiah 3, in the law, Leviticus 20, also in Romans 1. They all ended with the same thing. Look, okay, you're going to get fucked up, but you're going to get fucked up for your own fault.
Right.
You did it.
Right.
So Psalms 50 and 16, as requested, but unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Right? So yeah, we saw why are you even mentioning the Bible, man? Why did you even pretend like that was your book? Right? Because all you've done is basically pervert everything.
Yeah.
Right? Now you get some homosexuals who will flat out be what do you call it? Atheists, because I don't believe in, you know, God, religion, whatever. But you even get ones that will be like, well, God doesn't hate a sinner, he hates the sin. Or whatever that bullshit statement is.
I got a quick cut.
Yeah.
The Spirit even said that. Genesis 13 and 13. But the men of Sodom were wicked and sinners before the Lord exceedingly. So the Lord wasn't dealing with no Sodomites, man. He didn't look upon them and say, look, man, even though you guys are taking part in these acts, I still love you and I hate the sin and not you. No, it says, look, the men of Sodom were sinners, man. And wicked and exceedingly, man, because they were doing all kind of acts that were just like, you know, that could make you throw up, man. You know? So the Lord wasn't dealing with Sodomites, man. With them Sodom soldiers, man. He wasn't dealing with them, man. They were off. That's why they had to go, man.
That's right. And that's what does it say? Condemned with an overthrow.
Yeah.
Grab that. Fucking spell. This is 2 Peter 2 and verse 6. It says, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that after should live ungodly. Right? So you get all of these guys, right, that are living ungodly. Right? They but they're not looking at the times of old. They're not looking at in the scriptures. Actually, Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed for this exact same thing, right? What are they doing? They're just enjoying, you know, their wickedness, man. But why? That's because one of the things that Esau has done, he's pushing upon the people so that they don't believe that what they're doing is evil, right? They won't. You know, they've pushed this. God forgives. You can just do whatever you want. God to the world,
and they believe that.
Yeah.
They actually believe that because Esau's pushed that vibration so much that people are willingly transgressing and not even trying to follow the Lord's statutes and commandments. They believe they don't have to under grace. But that's not what the scriptures say, man. And when you do show them the scriptures, they don't even want to hear that, man. Because they've been fine-tuned to Esau's vibration. You know, that perfect frequency of evil, man. They're just tuned into that, man. You know, when you're trying to find the radio so fuzzy, and you find the right one, they're tuned into that, man. You know, they're not trying to get off of that wavelength. They want to stay on that FM, man. That demonic FM. You know? They want to stay on it, man. They don't want to, all right, man, maybe I was taught lies. Maybe I should, you know, start living, you know, righteously. They don't want to do that because it's easy to be wicked, man. It's easy to transgress into sin and to live a wicked lifestyle. But to be righteous, right, is very hard, right? Because we're in a wicked kingdom, right? But in our kingdom, it's not going to be hard because we're going to be fine-tuned into righteousness, man. That's the difference.
Hey, that's right. Do I want this one? Yeah, I'll leave this one. In fact, I'll grab it anyway. It's 2 Thessalonians 2:11. It says, and for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. Right? And these people have been, they've been made to believe a lie. Jake, they've been made to believe a lie that one of those lies is, that our power is one that just, he does forgive, and ultimately all it is will shall be saved.
Yeah.
Right, but the idea that, you just do whatever you want, you say sorry and just carry on sinning.
Yeah.
Right? That ain't what the Lord's about. So you all have Jakes that are homosexuals, and they just say, I know it's a sin, but that's who I am. Right, and they'll just carry on. But why? That's because the fear of the Lord has been removed from the earth.
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
There's no fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushai in the earth, man. Yeah, that's right, bro. Hey, look, man, a lot of you people are hypocrites as well, man, because you're saying like it's grace, and you ain't following the Lord's statutes and commandments. But a lot of you, like, if your woman cheats on you 10 times, you're gonna leave that woman, man.
Yeah.
You're not gonna keep forgiving her, man. You're not long suffering like the Lord, man.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are hypocrites, man. You don't even have that same temperament. You don't even exercise that when it comes to things you experience in life, man. You ain't. There's a certain. You got a cap for everything, but all of a sudden the Lord ain't supposed to have no cap. He's supposed to be. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna have open arms. No, man. That's not how the Lord gets down, man. The Lord has showed us enough mercy. You got to at least, try and rehearse the righteous acts to the best of your ability. You guys ain't even, you Christians ain't even trying to do that, man. Not one bit. You can't even stop eating pork and shrimps.
Yeah, for real.
That's a light thing, man. You got to think of it. That is so light. Pork and shrimp. You can't stop eating pork and shrimp. You can't keep the Sabbath for one day. 24 hours. You can't give the Lord that. And then you want to talk about, grace. Man, that is wicked, man.
Yeah.
That is so wicked. All right, let's go a quick one.
Yeah.
2nd Esdras 7 and verse 20. For there be many that perish in this life because they despise the law of the Most High that is set before them, man. So many of our people are going to perish because they despise the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. In particular, they despise the law. They don't want to follow the law, man. They would rather do according to their own heart, man. And what does the scripture say about your own heart? It's wicked and deceitful. Desperately wicked and deceitful, man. That's just what it is. So if you want to follow your own way, it's gonna lead to death, man. The scriptures also say there's a way that seemeth right to a man, but the end is death.
Yeah.
All right. And a lot of people are going down that path, man, by choosing their own way and following their own righteousness. It says in Isaiah as well, woe to them that are wise in their own eyes, man. All right? That's destruction, man, because there is no wisdom in man on his own, man. You got to be guided by the Heavenly Father. That's Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
That's right.
That's a must.
That's right. So, so as always, Lords, will you edified? Till next time, just go and say shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.